right, well, thank you for that, Andy. And May is Brain Tumor Awareness Month, where we use this time to raise awareness and educate people. And today we're speaking with a few who understand this issue all too very well. Larry, Julian, Jason, thank you guys for joining me today. How are you all?
Great, thank you.
Doing good.
Doing great. I'm excited to talk to you all today because each of you have a personal tie to brain tumor awareness, but you've all come out on the other side of it. Now, can you all explain why this cause means so much to you? Larry, why don't you start?
Sure. Our daughter at age 11 had a brain tumor, and we went through multiple layers of surgery as well as radiation. Today, she's in a clinical trial drug, which we're very excited about, and even more so, 2 weeks ago, they got approved by the FDA. And it's really helping her. It's shrinking the tumor at this point, so it's so it's now monitored, and her drug regimen is so much better than before, so quality of life is much better than before. So we're pretty passionate about the brain tumor community and support wherever we can.
That's right. Like I said, it's quite a journey, but it's great that that light at the end of the tunnel is really shining for her. Now, Julianne, if you want to tell me a little bit about your story too.
I was diagnosed when I was 11. I had come home from school because of a really bad headache, and I was home with both my parents, and I just fell off the oversized chair in our living room into a grand mal seizure, and I was in it for about 45 minutes, not with it really, and then we went to the hospital, got a CAT scan, and they were just like, hey, you have a mass in your brain. We're going to cart you over to the children's hospital.
But you just being able to be here and explain this, because there's other people who have similar stories for you as well. And as her dad, Jason, what was that like for you?
Oh, pretty scary. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, when you hear there's a mass center line in your kid's head, it's pretty nerve-wracking. And there's just a whole road ahead of you that you don't know what's going to happen. We use the American Brain Tumor Association website just to kind of give us ideas of what was going to happen up next.
Yeah.
That was very, very nice. So she's been through MRIs and CAT scans, and she's had several samples taken of her brain. It's been wild, and she's doing fantastic right now. It's actually shrinking.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but we're happy it is.
Yeah.
So
that's great. And Jason, like you said, there was a long road ahead of you that you didn't know what was coming next. So talk more about those resources. And Larry, you as well, if you want to chime in as well, as how are those resources with the American Brain Tumor Association, how has that been helpful for all three of you?
Go ahead, Jason.
like I said, I just used it when I was at the hospital right away to get a bunch of information. Like they have where you can talk to people. They do have financial resources. We didn't happen to need them at the time, but just the knowledge it gives you. There's all kinds of doctors things on there where they have articles that they've written, and it just kind of gave you an idea what was coming up next, you know. So it wasn't just a go by yourself thing. You know, you had a bunch of people you could work with to figure out what was next, what's coming up next.
Of course, exactly. You have your family, but you have that whole foundation there supporting you with other parents who are in the same shoes as you as well.
It's free information. You know, you don't have to pay for it. It's there to help you out. So.
Yeah. And Julianne, what's the biggest thing that this journey has taught you?
Live in the moment. Try not to think way far ahead, because you don't know how much is left, and you want to live while you're living. You can't live after you die.
Yeah, live while you're living. No, I think those are very, very powerful words. So this weekend, Larry, you're a big advocate for Breakthrough for Brain Tumors Run and Walk, which is happening this weekend. Can you give us details about that?
Absolutely. This weekend we have our 11th annual BT5K, which is a USATF certified race. So if any of your viewers need a certification race, we are certified for that. And we're excited about that. And then in addition to that, we have our first annual Brews and Chews Beer, Wine, Cider, and Music Festival. And that'll happen in the afternoon. Both of these are this Saturday in Milford in Kensington Metro Park, which is a beautiful location. And then we also have our silent auction running today with all kinds of different things. We have Taylor Swift official merchandise, we have collegiate merchandise official, trips, all kinds of good family-friendly type opportunities.
Yeah, and that's wonderful, and this all supports the research. And you have that information. You just saw it right there on your screen. It's right here again, and we'll have that all online. And again, thank you all so much just for the advocacy and the work that you're all doing, and for coming here and being brave and sharing your story, because like I said, this helps and this resonates with a lot of people, and you don't know unless you just start that conversation. All right, well, thank you all so much. And moving on.